And hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Evan Andrews, and here on my channel we are talking everything from filmmaking to photography and even graphic design. As you guys saw from a little bit of that montage this morning, I had an errand to run before I go and get a testimonial video shot with my good friends over at Noble Mortgage and Investments. Sorry about that. Let me turn my AC down. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. I'm gonna jump right over here to Chick-fil-A, and you guys are gonna see a little bit more of that. I'm gonna get some breakfast in me, and then we're gonna talk a little bit on my drive to Noble offices this morning about what today's video is about. And today's video is all about a little bit of insight of what I've kind of added to my video production company. And that is going to be kind of the marketing aspect of what I can do for small businesses and medium-sized businesses out there. So if you are in the Houston, Katy, and surrounding areas, and you do own your own business and you are kind of stuck on doing marketing and really aren't sure what to do, then you might want to stick around and watch the rest of this video, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about what marketing is, what kind of your options are, and how they've kind of done it in the past, and kind of where it might be going and what might be beneficial to you. So I'm going to hop right over here to Chick-fil-A and get some breakfast in me, and then we'll get started. So stay tuned. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, everybody. So thank you again for tuning into this video, and I apologize that I have not fully engaged with everybody, but I have such a busy week with a lot of other shoots and everything that I have going on, and I'm not going to be able to do my regular YouTube shooting day on Tuesday. Today's Monday. Obviously, you guys are going to be watching this on a Friday. Like you heard at the beginning of this video is really going to be all about the expansion service that I have added on to my video production company, and that is kind of how I do marketing and advertising, utilizing the videos that I do make, and bringing in business, generating leads, and growing revenues for other businesses out there. My primary niche business that I do target is general contractors, remodelers, roofers, people in the home service industry, really. But I am capable of really doing advertising, marketing for any other kind of business. So with that said, let's just jump into a little bit of background about marketing, what it does, what it's utilized for. And marketing is really just the way that we push our brand, our service, our company out there to the large, vast market of buyers out there. So what marketing does for our businesses, besides just putting us out there in front of people, is it does a few things. And one of the biggest things that it does is that it builds trust among the potential buyers out there that you might have. Trust is a huge thing for any buyer out there, that if they don't trust you, they're really not going to want to buy your product or your service. A great way of building trust is utilizing different things like brand videos or testimonial videos, just like what I'm going to shoot right now at Noble Mortgage and Investments. But using these things and putting these things out there to have the consumer look at before they buy and kind of doing their research with you is huge and crucial to having them trust you before they spend their hard-earned money. So in conjunction with the trust that we're building by putting out advertising and different things like that, is we're really making a connection with our audience, and that is just another way and another huge factor into why somebody's going to buy or use your service. Somebody at their core does not feel like they are connected to you, then they probably aren't going to use your service or your product. Now, I understand with some products, people have to kind of trial and error, and they don't really know if they like you or not, and they'll know after the first time of using yours. But in the markets that I generally service, where it is a service-based industry, building that trust and really connecting to the audience is super crucial and 100% important. So that'll lead me into kind of different ways that you can market yourself. And there's several few realms of marketing, and what I primarily specialize in is online advertising. But everybody knows the old way of marketing, and some of the few old ways are kind of running advertisements through TV, like a commercial, or newspaper and doing print or mailers or something like that, and also on radio. Print and newspaper and stuff like that, that can be usually on the cheaper end out of those three. And obviously radio and TV ads are going to run you a lot more depending on how long you run them for, or how long the commercial is, or different things like that. Some of the newer ways that people are now shifting their focus in the marketing world is they are utilizing social media as a big part of putting their brands out there. Now, with social media, there is kind of two routes that you can go. You can do what's called organic posting and organic traffic, or you can do paid. And with paid, obviously, you have to pay for these platforms that you're advertising on to push out your content to whom you would like to target. Organic works great because we all need to do it. But as time goes by and as these social sites are, really understanding who's utilizing them and things of that nature, it's kind of all a pay-to-play playground, if you will. The best way to reach the masses is putting some ad revenue dollars behind the content that you are creating and really putting yourself in front of the ideal client that you want to be in front of. Now, yes, you still have to do organic posting, and I highly recommend doing it at least once a day. If you can do it more than once a day, that's great, but I understand that, not everybody is able to do so. What you want to keep in mind is that the refresh rate of these social sites is very small. Some of them are even a few hours, some of them are even into the half hour and 20 minutes. So the more that you can post, the better. And that only is going to build that rapport and that brand recognition and that trust bond that I mentioned at the beginning of this video with your potential prospect or client. Those are a few ways that you can utilize social platforms to kind of push your product, your service, your brand out there to everybody else. And so you guys can understand a little bit more about how I utilize my services into transitioning into advertising and marketing for people. And what I do is I take my services like, brand videos, testimonials, commercials, different things like that, and I utilize these in different campaigns in the back end to do primarily lead generation for services. Again, I focus on higher ticket clients because for the rates that I'm asking for my services, it doesn't really make sense for me to sell somebody's $20 shampoo bottles, because I have to do a lot more and make a lot more happen on the back end to have the return for them be kind of worth it. So I focus on people who at least their customer value is at least $1,000, and this just means that it takes me getting them less clients for it to be a better return for them. So for example, if somebody's average client nets them, let's say $1,000 after expenses and after everything that I'm doing for them, then if I can get them 10 or 20 clients at, let's say, a $1,500 investment, and they only need to close about 2 clients for that to really be worth it for them. Only having to close 2 out of 10 or 20 is a lot easier than me having to generate 150, 200, 300 sales for them to benefit from what I'm charging. So yeah, as I pull up here to the Noble offices, that's going to kind of do it for this video. I'm going to be struggling now to kind of find some parking, as it looks like it's a full lot today. If you guys are in the Katy, Houston areas and you do own your own business, then please make sure to drop a comment on this video, and I will reach out to you with more information on how we can talk some more and really iron out what it is that you're looking to do with your business and how I can potentially help you. So, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Make sure that you do go like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next week on another video here on my channel, where we will be talking everything from videography to photography and even graphic design. So until then, stay classy, and I will see you next Friday. Peace out.